To me, creativity is a way of processing the world around you. Taking all of your lived experiences and the things you hear and the things you see, and then taking them and putting them together in a way that hasn't been seen before, or that is a new way of looking at things. My name is Ethan Aldridge. I'm the author and illustrator of Estranged. So my process for illustrating the book can be fairly straightforward. I do all of the artwork by hand. I usually begin with initial sketches to try and get a feel for how the characters look and what their emotions are like. From there, I'll do a very, very rough drawing of the pages. And then from there, it's just layers of watercolor until it gets just the right tones and colors that I want to create the mood for a piece. I paint in watercolor partially because it's fast, which helps. But also, I'm a big admirer of certain turn-of-the-century fairy tale illustrators like Arthur Rackham or John Bower, and they used a similar technique of washes of watercolor over ink drawings. I love the feel of the ink and paper, and I love the sound of the pen scratching across the board. There's just something very tactile and very immediate about working with ink and paint. The moment the kind of story clicked into place for me happened, I think about 3 years ago. The way I work, I do lots of little drawings of just like goblins and creatures and fun little characters in my notebooks, and they're not necessarily attached to anything. And then one day I was drawing the image of a young human child in just this ridiculously ornate armor, and for some reason that clicked with dozens of other sketches I'd done over the years of a girl running from a dragon down a Brooklyn street, or a small fairy child dressed in human clothes crouching in a tree, or a golem made of wax, and just somehow it seemed like all of these things fit together somehow, and that was the moment Estranged proper was born. I think overall there are about 250 pages worth of artwork, which I think came out to a little over 1,000 individual drawings and paintings. So it was really important for me to get a lot of detail into the book. The stories that I loved growing up, things like The Neverending Story or the work of Diana Wynne Jones, it always felt like there were other things going on in the background. Each character, even if you didn't talk to them for very long, had their own lives going on. And I really wanted to get that feeling across in the book. And so it was important for me to have these very detailed atmospheres where the reader could really lose themselves in, and it would really feel like this living, breathing world that they could inhabit. Estranged is the biggest creative project I've ever done, and it was great to just lose myself into the project and really fall in love with these characters and create this whole world for them to inhabit, and it was very enjoyable, and I'm really pleased that I was able to finish it and pull it off. My advice would be to work on things that you care about. Even if you think it's silly, even if you think that it's been done before, if you have a story or an idea or a theme that you're passionate about, work on that, and that will give the project enough life and joy to carry it through to the end.